What's up, YouTube? So behind me is my 1977 Yukon Delta. Bought this boat a few years ago, wanting to do a project with it, and it got delayed and I never have started it. So I want to get started on this thing. Let me kind of take you for a tour of it. I kind of already gutted it. It was in really terrible condition on the inside. It's pretty terrible condition on the outside, but let me walk you through it and I'll give you some of the details of what I plan to do with it. All right, so here she is in all of her glory. So she definitely needs a lot of work. You know, we've got some rotten areas, well, you know, everywhere. But she's got good bones. So she's 25 feet long. Somebody's welded this little thing. This is not factory, I guess you could say. Somebody's kind of welded this angle iron here, but it's made it pretty cool. It's gonna give me good bones to build off of. Originally, the boat had some kind of like Volvo Pinta inboard outboard system on it. I'm wanting to get that fiberglassed over, get it rebuilt, the transom, and probably just run an outboard on it. For what I do, it'd be easier to maintain, and I think it'll just be all around easier. So that's it. Yeah, let me take you on the inside. So here's what the back of the boat looks like. I guess you would call it stern. It's got a bunch of stuff that I've got to clean out. That is the fuel tank, which is pretty cool. It really don't have too much rust in it. I'm going to try to possibly clean it out and reuse it because it's cool to have such a large fuel tank. It's got a ladder going up to the roof, but I'm not going to get up there right now, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So the project this weekend is to get this all cleaned out and get it ready to go to a fiberglass shop here locally. So the inside, all right. Yeah, it is gutted pretty much. There used to be a booth right here, a little closet that went right here, which went all the way up to the ceiling, so it was kind of a support for the ceiling. And right across it was a little bathroom that also went up, so it was a support. So right now I would not stand on the roof because there's not much support up there and I would be falling through it. Step in here. So this was a little kitchen area that I'm gonna end up ripping out and redoing. Right here was a little refrigerator and a furnace. Of course, the captain's chair. And there was a sofa bed here that made to a bed. Couch slash bed. And of course the booth made to a bed as well. So it could sleep 3 or 4 people, depending on how big they were, how much you liked each other. I think the captain's chair is pretty sweet. I'm gonna try to redo that and keep it a part of the rebuild, but it's a pretty simple construction. You know, it's fiberglass coming up to here, and then it's like little 1x1s that just fit on it, and that's what they built the frame out of, and then it's just styrofoam for insulation. I'm trying to decide if I want to go back with the wood. Considering it's 1977, it's held up decent considering how old it is, but there's definitely some rotten spots where it's leaked and never got fixed. I'm contemplating just taking it all off and having a buddy of mine who's really good with welding with aluminum, just building an entire aluminum frame and setting it right on top of this track that the fiberglass has. If y'all have any thoughts on that, leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Definitely open to suggestions. The bow of the boat is pretty neat. Little area up here. You can put a couple chairs. Probably a little bench that used to be right there. So I'm gonna try to mount probably an electric anchor up here just to make life a little easier and convenient. But the roof of it, as you can see, makes to be a pretty good sized platform. So it'll be really fun taking the kids to the lake, being able to jump off and play around. And then I live right beside a river, so going to the river, doing some overnight fishing trips, I think this thing has a lot of potential. I'm pretty excited about the build, and this is my first YouTube video ever, so I guess y'all are gonna be part of the journey. So, you know, it's kind of an adventure. I like YouTube. I've always considered joining it, being a part of it, being a creator. So we'll just see how this goes. It may be a flop and nobody will give a crap about a 1977 Yukon Delta houseboat. But, you know, I think it's cool, and maybe one or two of y'all others will think it's pretty cool too. Um, I've got a 11-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter, and my son is all about trying to help me with this stuff. And my daughter, she's my hype man, so she's always, Dad, when are you gonna go fix that boat? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Well, I'm getting to it. So this will be a fun adventure, and I hope y'all follow me around and give me a like and subscribe. I guess that's a thing people do. At least people always say that in their YouTube videos, and I guess we'll see what happens with it. So until the next video, bye.